doing? Hi. Oh, excuse me. I just got up not too long ago. My eyes are burning a little bit still. Yeah, how are you? It's Father's Day today. And I just wanted to tell you all, consider going to put flowers down on the grave, okay? Like your father, your grandfather, maybe an uncle you really liked. Consider going to the graveyard sometimes. It's like part of a ancestral, generational kind of thing that may help you to feel more uplifted, may help you to feel better and to remember the dead who were important to you. I'm not saying to go if you didn't have good relationships with these people or they were like not good to you. You really don't want to deal with that, right? It's a good idea to stick with the people who you loved, they love you, you felt comfortable, they would protect you, in life, do good things for you. It's always good to remember, going to the grave sometimes, to leave flowers, to talk to them, to leave coins, a little liquor maybe if they liked cigarettes, alcohol, things like that, and to pray, and speak to them, because that can be very healing for you. Of course, there's things to remember when you go to the graveyard. You don't want to just go willy-nilly, unprotected. That's not good. It's not good to do that, okay? So you always want to make sure you have your head covered, guy or girl, male or female. Have your head covered. Bring some coins. You can leave the coins at the front, at the opening gate of the cemetery, because there's usually spirits that guard the cemetery. Spirits that feel they're opening and closing. They have control of the gateway of the cemetery. So you want to pay attention to that, okay? Because there's people, buried at the cemetery, and I just heard someone, I'm not even going to say what I just heard. Wow. There's people buried there that... you want to always stay protected from some of those spirits, people who were buried there and they actually did horrible things. You want to make sure you're protected. So you always pray. I carry my uncrossing oil with me. Okay. You can carry your Florida water. You always want to, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, ask for Holy Spirit protection of your healed, happy, the ancestors that loved you and, ones that look out for you and protect you. I ask them, to protect me before I go into the cemetery. When you leave out after you've been there, you've planted your flowers, even if you're collecting dirt, I know some people have different ways of thinking about that. You don't really need to do that unless you've had some education about it, okay? Because you really don't want to carry home the wrong graveyard dirt, okay? But after you've been there, you spend time, you put things down. What you can do is leave out by, you might want to spin around, because some spirits really do want to go home with you and they'll attach to your back or they'll follow you, and you really don't want people coming home with you. You don't know them or you don't want that attachment. So you can spin around. You can walk backwards, then forwards, backwards, then forwards. I don't think anybody can walk backwards the entire way out. I think that would be kind of, but you want to leave something, especially if you did collect any kind of dirt while you were there. You definitely want to leave a little gift or an offering. And just consider those basic guidelines, and also developing this in your family. Maybe you want to take, some people do take their kids, because they want them to be raised with that tradition. They want them to understand, putting the flowers down, speaking to them, talking about a few of the good memories. And, it doesn't have to be sad all the time. It doesn't have to be sad, right? And then leaving. So sometimes we can consider how we work that in with kids or nieces and nephews, etc. Okay. All right. So I'm heading off. I want to wish you all a beautiful day. Okay. A beautiful day, beautiful memories. And if you don't have good memories on these days, Father's Day, Mother's Day, holidays, try and consider something that will make you happy and feel more balanced. Make it a good day, you know, even if it wasn't connected to that specific person. Try and work in something that makes it a good day for you. Okay, that way you have something to look forward to on those days too, right? All right, I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. I decided to turn the camera back on because when I got to the entranceway, I spoke to the spirits of the gateway of the cemetery that I spoke about that are there when you first come in. And I feel so much that I wasn't even expecting, because spirits are trying to communicate, but it's very emotional because so many people have passed away since April, because of the virus. You know, the virus I'm talking about, right? I wasn't expecting this, so I'm stopping for a minute. It's so powerful. Oh my God, I just want to cry, just boo-hoo. And I don't want it to be a sad trip to the cemetery, because I like coming sometimes, you know, to put flowers down and everything for my loved ones. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting this emotion, but I'm going to continue on, okay? Oh, so let's see. I think I'm going to go this way just because I don't want to go through the other areas where people are parked. Wow. This is part of the work when you are very, very sensitive, when your third eye is open, when your crown has already been, you know, active for a while, when you understand that you're on the soul path, and the soul path of helping others and working with those who have passed on. It can be so emotional, and because spirits know me, they know that I can hear them. They know that I can sense them, even if they're not speaking. So sometimes they'll start to latch on to me, or I'll get the feelings and emotions that they had that were suppressed before they passed on. A lot of people, because of this virus, they passed on without their loved ones there with them to hold their hand or talk to them. And I think that's what's happening. Oh my God, it's so emotional. I just want to cry so bad. Oh, this is why I want you to understand something. When you feel the need, or when you're thinking about your loved ones who passed on, especially if they're ones that you couldn't be with them, you know, when they were at the end of their life, their last days, try to remember sometimes to just say a prayer for them. Some of you probably need to go ahead and set up an ancestor altar, a Miso Blanca, the white altar, okay? And it's very sacred. It's just for your ancestors and your higher heal, you know, the loved ones that you want to communicate with and everything. Sometimes they need a symbol. They need to know and understand you're still connecting with them. If you need to know more about that, I will help you as much as I can, okay, during a reading. Or, yeah, I'm getting messages, you guys. Yeah, the Loa, they want to speak. Yeah, which Loa means ancestors, the ones who are 500 plus years passed on, okay? That's what ancestors are. 500 plus years passed on, okay? I'm going to go ahead and go to the graves that I need to go to, the ones that I want to visit with. And then I'll turn the camera back on a little later, okay? But it's important, I want you all to understand. Just because those that we love, they're not with us anymore in physical reality, and sometimes they are. I mean, they really are. They can be very powerful. You still need to acknowledge them. You still need to decide what kind of relationship you want to have with them, okay? And sometimes I wonder about us, because sometimes it's easier for us to kind of turn it off, you know, and pretend so we don't have to go through the emotion. That's not always good, you know. Sometimes we have to go there. So I'll be back, okay? Okay, everybody, I'm back. I spent about maybe 45 minutes. And, you know, there, I feel much better. I actually feel better. I want to let you all know that if you were hesitating about, you know, fear or being emotional or whatever, that's okay. It's just a human kind of thing. We get caught in our ego thoughts sometimes. But don't let your mind betray you. You have to go with your heart sometimes. I feel much better since I spent time there. I really do. I was able to put the flowers down and some offerings down and speak to my loved ones. And I feel better. I really do. So I'm going to head home now. I hope that this video has been somewhat positive for you all. Not so sad, but emotional a little bit. I understand that, right? That's what we have to experience sometimes. I feel like I did hear Papa Legba while I was there. That was pretty good, okay? Because he is in the cemetery sometimes, okay? I don't know if you all know that, but you can look up Papa Legba. He is there, and he's very connected to the Gede, and that has a very strong connection to me as well. So I'm heading home now. I feel pretty good. I really do. I'm going to start in on a few things at home. If you all want to speak to me, you know how to reach me, okay? All right. I love you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.